Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump versus Carney after Canada's election. The Canadian election has been called, and Liberals are projected to have won 169 seats in the House of Commons at time of recording. They need 172 to form a government outright, without help from another party. That's known as a majority government. It looks like they'll form what's called a minority government, where they enter into a coalition with another smaller party. To keep this simple, it basically means Prime Minister Carney will need help to push through legislation. The win for the Liberals was one for the books. Prior to Trump's rhetoric, what just happened was unthinkable. Even the most optimistic polling showed the Liberals losing. Now, it looks like the leader of the Conservative Party lost his seat. Two of the other parties have publicly signaled collaboration. Realistically, when it comes to trade issues and Trump, the Canadians will present a unified front. As long as Carney focuses on economic issues and doesn't push Quebec too much, he should have a decent period of stability. For Americans, kind of view Quebec like Texas, in the sense that there's always an undercurrent of people who want to separate from the larger country. Okay, so what does the election mean for U.S. relations? Trump called to congratulate Carney, and the Prime Minister's office put out a statement saying, quote, "The leaders agreed on the importance of Canada and the U.S. working together as independent sovereign nations for their mutual betterment." This was realistically the worst outcome for Trump. Carney knows economics, and given that his posture against Trump led to his victory, he doesn't have any domestic political incentive to pull his punches. After winning, he said, quote, "We are over the shock of the American betrayal, but we should never forget the lessons." He then went on to say, quote, "As I've been warning for months, America wants our land, our resources, our water, our country. These are not idle threats. President Trump is trying to break us so America can own us. That will never, ever happen." So, what are his likely moves? He'll probably focus on finding new buyers for Canadian exports and providing assistance to workers in Canada affected by the tariffs. As far as domestic issues, he'll probably try to work on the cost of living situation in the country. But realistically, it's going to be hard. From an economic standpoint, it'll be hard to battle the trade war and deal with the cost of living at home simultaneously. But there are a few things he can do, like boosting home construction and increasing defense spending. Carney is an economist, so he knows that. I would hope he doesn't overpromise to the Canadian people on that front. If the EU and China continue to be larger issues for Trump, it gives Carney time and room to make some moves. If I had to guess, his plan is to remain relatively low-key dealing with Trump until he finds other trading partners. Then the economist in him will take over, and once he has a few new trading partners, he'll approach Trump to reopen the U.S. market, which, despite current unpleasantness, could still be a moneymaker for Canada. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.